So this story was sent to me on TikTok and I have to share it with you. I will share the username and probably tag it in the caption as well if you guys have any questions, and thanks again for letting me share this with everyone. About 8 years ago, I used to live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my son who was 2 at the time. It was only me and him for a while, and then I decided to get a small Chihuahua. Chihuahua, did I say that weird? Chihuahua. At the time, I thought it was the right thing to do. We named her Chiquis. She was adorable and so energetic and just a really happy puppy. Everything was great. Well, to make the story not so long, I would have friends over from time to time, and while everything was still good so far, sometimes we would hang out and sometimes we would watch movies. Keep in mind, our dog Chiquis had already joined the family. One of the times, I had some friends come over to watch a scary movie. Don't remember which one it was, but let me tell you, after that night, things started to get weird. Again, it was just me and my 2-year-old and our puppy Chiquis in a 1-bedroom apartment. So after this night of watching the horror film, that same night, after everyone left, my dog started acting weird. When I moved into this apartment, I bought a small recliner from a secondhand store and I put it in the living room by the windows. Okay, well, going back to the night of the movie, after everyone left, it was maybe like 1 a.m. I was tired and I ended up falling asleep on the couch with my son and our dog laid down by our feet. So we all fell asleep. Like maybe 2 hours later, around 3 a.m., I wake up because I heard my dog growling, and while I looked over to see what was wrong, she was growling and trying to bark at the recliner. I got kind of scared, so what I did, since she wouldn't stop growling, I just grabbed her, put her on the floor, and just shoved her into the direction of the recliner just to see if I was just being paranoid. But no, my dog got so scared when I did that, she just ran right under the couch and just kept whining and growling at the recliner. I got so scared that I couldn't move after that. I didn't know what to do. After I was able to move from being scared, I called my friend over at 3 a.m. and she ended up coming over because I didn't want to be alone in the apartment by myself with my son and dog. The second time my dog acted weird was another day when my friends were coming over for a movie night. We ended up watching a scary movie, but this time again at like 3 a.m. my dog did the same thing. This time she was growling and barking in the direction of the kitchen. And again, she got so scared she ended up hiding under the couch. That day, I also ended up calling my friend over because I was really scared. But in the end, scary things kept happening with my dog. I ended up having to rehome her because the last time that happened, it was like she would be just walking around the apartment and I would call her name and she would just turn to look at me. When she looked into my eyes, it didn't feel right. Her stare wasn't like a normal pet stare. It felt and looked as if it was a human looking back at me. I got so scared and so much anxiety after that I had no choice but to find her a new home. After a while, maybe 2 months after finding her a new home, everything was a bit better in the apartment, but I would still have a feeling of being uncomfortable. One day, I was deep cleaning the storage room that was by the entrance of the apartment I had with my boyfriend, who is now my husband, and I was going through some of my brother's stuff that I had put away there. I had my brother's stuff in the storage because he left to Mexico. So anyways, I started cleaning, and while cleaning, I found a notebook, and what I found, oh my god, scared the living soul out of me. I found some devil drawings and demon drawings in my brother's notebook. I found some weird satanic scary thing that for sure would bring bad spirits into your home. The whole time I thought I maybe brought bad spirits from watching scary movies, maybe that did add to it. But because all of this, my dog was honestly affected by this. I miss my dog, but I couldn't keep her because I felt like maybe she was possessed. The way she looked at me scared my soul. In the end, I did throw away all of my brother's drawings and weird things and just cleaned everything really well. After doing this, my apartment felt back to normal, calm, and I felt at peace. I was able to start staying calm and sleeping through the night. I forgot to add that during all of this that was going on before finding the drawings, I came home from work, walked into my apartment, and noticed there were flies. But when I walked all the way into the living room, the windows were full of flies, like how you see in those scary movies. I got so scared because my apartment wasn't even dirty and there was no trash. The way there was like flies but it wasn't dirty definitely sounds very like demonic and bad. She did send me another story and it was freaking scary and I regret reading it at nighttime, so I would probably make that story next week. If you guys want to hear it, just let me know. Anyway, what do you guys think?